everyone, it is that time. It is I, and I have a doozy of a movie for you today. It is called Birdemic. Shock and terror. Yes, Birdemic. It's a movie about two kids who end up meeting, and one guy's an up-and-coming, I guess, software salesman. It's never really defined what he sells, but his company may be going and getting a really big deal where everybody's going to get millions and millions of dollars. She, on the other hand, is a future Victoria's Secrets model, and they end up meeting, and they find out they have common friends who are also dating. Gee, go figure. I don't know what their friends do, some kind of website, but you can never really tell. And they like going and seeing The Inconvenient Truth, and the guy wants to open up his own solar panel company, okay, because he made all these millions of dollars, and he wants his supermodel girlfriend. And at the halfway point, excuse me, the 45-minute mark, literally, is when the birds show up. Yes, 45 minutes of this film, you get to see a total of 3 birds, 3 animated GIF parrots, okay? But that's okay because the other half of the film is filled with animated GIF falcons. If you've seen these things, you would know what I'm talking about. These things look like they were created with paint. Mario paint, in fact, folks. It's just, the main actor in this film couldn't act walk. I mean, he could not act walk. You could tell he's walking down the street badly. How do you do that? I didn't know that was possible, but it's possible. This guy, his character is finally with his supermodel, soon-to-be lingerie model girlfriend, okay? He's standing in this the hotel room. She comes out in her skivvies and says, "What do you think?" And he's just like, you look great. I think I love you. Yeah." So the other half is filled with animated GIF hawks, and they just show up. They just you know, they just show up, and you know, who cares about time passing and plot? They're trying to escape these birds. They hook up with another couple who has a minivan filled with machine guns. And they're traveling, I guess, back down the road they came the other way on their date, and they run across this old man who's talking about how the birds are, you know, they're just rebellion, it's man, and all this green stuff. And then they come across this guy in the woods who's got this tree house, and again, more green message. They hammer you over the head with this environmental message so much. I mean, this makes Fern Gully less of a message movie. That tells you how bad of a, you know, that's how bad they hit you over the head with the message. There are so many things wrong with this film that a lot of people are intentionally thinking that this was thinking that this was intentional, okay? They think it was this intentional bad, okay? But I'm sorry, I've seen intentional bad films, and you know, maybe it was because there are just so many elements that are wrong. Just basic wrong. I mean, if you've seen any movie, you can tell what is wrong with the picture while you're editing it and know what you need to do to fix it. And they turned a blind eye or just needed to get it done because they were on a limited schedule. I don't know, but this movie is either a really well-crafted artistic piece of crap, or it was an unintentional piece of crap. Yes, this has every single element you've ever seen in a bad film thrown together, bottled up, and trying to play itself off as an ode to Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, but it more comes off as something that Ed Wood would have even gone, you know what, that's crap right there. So if it's intentional, fantastic. You did a fine job with this. If it's not intentional, my God, you could tell the director never went to film school. Okay, folks? I couldn't even give this a rating. What I will say is if you are a fan of low budget or B horror, if you can call this movie horror, see this film. Get lots of alcohol and friends together. Put this film in, sit back, and just prepare yourself for the awfulness that is Birdemic, Shock and Terror, though I think it more should be called Birdemic, Schlock, and Caw. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Till next time, keep that ticket stub.